What is up, everybody? Thank you for coming back. If you saw the first video, I'm not gonna, I wouldn't say I apologize, but I am going to be improving my videos, and there are definitely gonna be changes. So, first of all, I got my mouse to actually show up on my program. I realized last time that my mouse was not appearing, but it is my first time playing this new set of DLC, and as you can imagine, it's a lot to take in. Like I said a bunch of times last time, I did get a chance to watch some review videos made about the uh, the new DLC, and some of them were kind of how would you say it? A little cynical, a little bit jaded, maybe even. But I did understand there was a validity to certain points, but it sort of was conclusive that in some of these reviews that the bones are bad in this new DLC. Well, I would have to take up issue with that because of the sheer size and nature of the region. Um, Now, having said that, I also have not played Europa Universalis, and so maybe it's a situation where people are more used to Paradox being able to produce better, more intricate content, but this is what I know, and this captures my imagination, and that's what I'm here to share with you guys. Ultimately, that's kind of what I'm circling back to, is that the videos will improve, but we're still going to kind of take it a step at a time as we kind of learn through, not as novices, but as, well, how I guess I would dramatize it a little bit and say, and I would go so far as to say a childish wonder. If you can't have a game like this give you some sense of wonder, if you like these types of games, or if you liked the original, if you can't have an expansion like this, you know, give you some sense of awe, then I'm not sure what to tell you, man. I'm not that in depth with these games, but I'm ready to learn, and I love it, so that's my balance. That's my feng shui. I'm also gonna try to pronounce things a little bit less accurately, most likely, because I realized last time that I was like, oh yeah, I like to pronounce things right, and then I said tang and tang a bunch, and then I think it's actually tong, but I'm never gonna get that perfect, and so I mean, I might try from time to time, but again, relaxing and having fun is the goal. So with that, we are definitely gonna be seeing better video editing and a little bit more of the speed up and the cut forward action, so that you guys aren't watching me learn quite so slowly without any kind of juice. So with that, I do have a goal now in mind. I think I know what general direction I'm going to go in. So I am a vassal to the Tang dynasty. I think I'm going to try, I don't know if this is the right call, but I think I'm going to try to take this kingdom at some point for my own, or maybe this region, because I would like to make um I would like to make more of a Buddhist China, and maybe bring in Buddhism over Confucianism. And that may be, I don't want to say ridiculous, but I think it just sounds fun to kind of bring in the Buddhist temple, kind of bring that up a little bit in the Chinese ranks of religion here. So we're looking at this faith map here right now, and I'm seeing a lot of this one here, Dhyana, which is an organized Buddhist faith, but it is not. Where is Theravada? Okay, Theravada is, I believe, and I could be completely wrong about this, Theravada is one of the two major modern Buddhist sects. I believe it's Mahayana and Theravada. And so we can see Mahayana here and Theravada there now, not just for fun of it, because I do kind of want, yes, like a Viet, Theravada, Chinese region. Okay? That's kind of our goal here. So, with that said, let's remember where we were at. We've got 2 holdings, Jiao Zhou and Gantang. And I just gave this one to my son, vassal, and favorite child. Yet, still, I do not have player heir because no player heir, none of your titles stand to be inherited by an heir of your dynasty. Dynasty being Gao. Order reside in the mind. 7 living members. Okay, so we've got my half brother and my son. All Han. Then half brother, nephew, and then my 2 daughters. So we are Han, but our region is Viet. Okay, so what I want to do is take on the Han hegemony. Might take a little while. Might fail. Good chance of failure. Got the Hmong. And Khmer. Kind of these modern names that we would recognize today. Burmese, Bengali. These cultures kind of more represent the modern Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, yeah. Gujarat. It's interesting how the cultures in this map represent more of the modern borders. And I think that's just a happy coincidence. And it's probably not perfect, don't get me wrong. But that does kind of intrigue me a little bit in terms of just the historical relevance there. We were traveling to check out, we're doing a contract of some sort. And we were traveling to, where do we go see the contracts? Real quick, I'm gonna check this. Silla, I'm not going to war with Korea, folks. What? No. I don't think so. I don't think we're taking any doughs. Doughs or booze. No, we're not taking doughs or booze. They can have it. No, I don't think so. Ooh, what would be also interesting to play as would be not necessarily like a Mongol, but yeah, we have the Mongols, okay. Just the Mongols. And the Seljuk Mongols, okay. But this one is just the Mongols. Like, the way this is structured is kind of funny to me. Tutukliud Mongols, Baburid Mongols, Ubu Mongol, but then this is just the Mongols. Now, what that literally makes me wonder is, am I pronouncing it correctly? Back to pronunciation, because could it be like the ancient aliens? Could it be Te Mongol? Or something where I am like reading this word as an Englishman, but in reality, it's Te or something like that, because we have other Mongols, Asunugid Mongol, you know. But what would be interesting to play as, and I might do this some other time, is some of these like, oh, and I'm still not sure where the contract map is. Or not even map, sorry, the contract menu, I guess. It does not appear that I can go to war with anybody that I'd like to go to war with. I can request $35 from my disciple. Okay, candidate score would be nice to be able to direct that towards my son so that I can have a player heir. I will negotiate this alliance real quick and then try that. But I just honestly can't believe again, I hadn't even made it this far. I don't know how. I haven't made it this far. In looking at our actual realm menu, you know, the meat and bones, I would argue, of this game is the law structure and, you know, we haven't even got that far. We have new mandates, I guess you could call new laws. So that's our next newest element. Now, I did need to look at some of these names. So, investigating censor, okay, still has the same roles as the spy master, and he's a pretty good one too. But fiscal commissioner, chief secretary, army supervisor, and then Li Sheng, which I'm curious what Li Sheng's actually did. But we are Diana, and I want to become Theravada and change my culture as well. I need to figure that out. My wife is Han. Perhaps I can get a concubine with it. One day. Let me see here. Oh, you can only find concubines within. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I can't just go prowling. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna play through. Go up to 4 speed maybe. Support granted. From ally. After I get done traveling, we'll hold that examination. What's this? Extend the Great Wall to Shanghai Pass is being planned in Jingzhou, which is, okay, seat of the Emperor, of the hegemony of Tang. Still kind of learning how this works. So, the Huangdi is Li Kui of Tang, okay? And he is a prolific drunkard, but he's a reveler, and he's lustful. Despite being lustful, he only claims one child at the age of 33. He has a concubine, no wives. Interesting. Okay. He's Mantrayana. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about Mantrayana or Dhyana, but I'm pretty sure Theravada and Mahayana are the main ones in the modern world. We have a new contract, or a new, like, I guess what it is, government issue tier 2. Governance issue. So it's not really a contract, it's a governance issue. Reflects the overall rewards of an issue when specifically successfully solved. I will get trait experience in the governor trait. But I'm traveling. That's unfortunate. Because I got a ways to go, folks. I gotta go all the way up these mountains and not get attacked. Factions targeting our emperor. We cannot have that. Not this early. Roadside poetry. Reaching a road crossing, I find numerous poems stuck to the boundary tablet. They seem to be written by other travelers. Some that mention places as remote as Sarangani's lofty mountain peaks. One poem in particular catches my eye. It details a particularly striking depiction of the countryside. It is clearly written by a masterful poet. Let's see. Take insights or how quaint. So I lose stress, which I don't have much, or let's try it. I failed. Oh. I guess I'm stupid. Here we are. I am confirming that I am a servant of the Empire. Court grandeur level 9. Let's see what this says here. In the throne room of Chang'an's chief palace, Huangdi Li Kui, Buddha's regent on earth, sits in splendor. I am ushered in to join a line of senior officials with the outcry of all, musicians and heralds. Our grand ceremonies commence. The Huangdi addresses each appointee in turn, bestowing their regalia and receiving oaths until he comes to me. He says, "Your office is granted by Buddha and your Huangdi. Remember this and govern Annan well." I voice all the proper responses, and bowing deeply before my liege, I at last take up the scepter of provincial authority. Hail to you, Huangdi. So let's see. Dynasty Gao gains 550 renown. He gains 20 opinion, 350 prestige, 100, and then okay. So I did that, and that's really all I'm doing. Now I'm gonna circle out here because there's a spot to check out. Dynasty Legacy added. Okay. Alright. 150 stewardship. Alright. Let's see here. Oop, no, we don't want... That's fine, so you can have level 1. Let me see the dynasty tree. Nope, not the tree. The dynasty legacies. Let's see here. Bounteous loins. This is interesting because you can open the legacies this way, and they've added virtues and customs, and then I think activities was there before. Virtues and activities, okay, but then I didn't realize that they had, and this is probably really dumb of me. I think I've seen this like once when I was playing before. I always thought, and I'm pretty habitual, that you had to click this to see, you know, especially when they put the effort into this art. I mean, again, this game, lots of depth, but issues will get hammered out. Alright, let's see. On we go. We're checking out a bunch of places. We are in a hurry because we need to get back to these bandits. I mean, I glanced at it, but I didn't really feel the need to really dig in. Let's see here. I am in line for Jinyuan. Okay. I passed Commandant Qin Yunyi as next in line for the province of Jinyuan. Okay. So, did I take it already? Because this says, with the reassignment of Commandant Chen Junyi, it was announced that the government of Sichuan circuit now falls to me. I would be curious if this is modern-day Sichuan, how we pronounce it over here in the West, Sichuan. Having received my regalia and taken oaths of office, I can at last move my provincial seat at Chengdu, which I believe is in... Okay, that's up here. And then I'm given a choice right away. I must develop the lands, construct buildings in your holdings in a good way. Must inspect the lands. The next inspection activity will be free. There's no time to waste. If I do it this way, I'll get diligent governor, a little bit of a stress gain, but development growth will go up. I really like to be developed for a lot of reasons, so while I haven't done an inspection yet, I think we'll go for that. Now, what does that mean, though? Like, I hereby appoint you to governorship of the kingdom of Guanyi. You prove yourself as a worthy representative of the Huangdi and administer it well. My power grows. Okay. Just a minute. What just happened? I don't understand. And why am I circling back up here? Oh, it's somebody else. I must be as dumb as a box of rocks. I don't understand. It just told me I took control. But it also said that I'm next in line, which confuses me quite a lot. So, Annan is now a fellow vassal. What? They moved my butt all the way up here. So then, how does that work? I visited the circuit of Sichuan. Oh man. So they just uprooted me. That's not cool. I don't understand that at all. And when I say I don't understand that, I mean I know what's happening. But so they just up and moved my cap. Okay. I'm just happy I get to continue traveling because I picked a bunch of spots to go down. It seems that merit is the faith. I guess what would you call that? Modifier, the faith track. I like scientific, although yeah, scientific because we get to that development. But now I'm like, wait a minute, you know, does it even matter? Because I'm in Chengdu. I was a nun. And now I'm not. And so at that rate, I dropped my kid off there. My son is down here. I still don't have a player heir. So I guess my interpretation of this would be that my son needs to have a chance to, and my son is Viet. Oh, that's nice. What? It says my son is Viet, and then I go here, and it says Han. I get, oh no, the regions. Okay. Got the traveler trait. One of my, oh, a bunch of my counselors. I gotta change them up here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is one of those moments where I have played this game a lot, and I kind of get fatigued at times by micromanaging every little thing here. It appears to me that since learning and tradition, the literary tradition of Confucianism and testing and all that, it seems to me that I'm gonna have no problem, generally speaking, finding high-level people to do my job, or do the work that I need. However, I would assume that there's always a risk of backstabbing. So really the only thing I'm going to be looking for is, are they aligned with me or not? Do they have a lot of dread? Things like that. I'm not going to be trying to maximize much more than that. And of course, this guy's probably a powerful vassal. He's a member of the expansionist, and he really doesn't like me. We're gonna have to work on that. Now, I want to circle back to the. I was so like prepared to be Viet, and I'm still gonna try, but now I'm just on my ass again in this game. This guy's deceitful, that guy's deceitful, this guy's arbitrary. But he's trusting, stubborn. That's an odd mixture, but he's been drained by mosquitoes. Oh no. I don't know, I mean, because these other guys, they don't like me. Except him, he likes me. He's half brother, but he's deceitful. And I'd be reassigning him off of being my fiscal commissioner. And he is my best fiscal commissioner, so... I think we're gonna go with this guy. We can sway and things like that. I still don't have a fair air. Okay, so what I was saying earlier is that I wanted to circle back to the review that I heard where they were saying, well, there's no bones. Okay, I understand that there could be more detail, and there are most certainly issues, especially in Japan, I suppose. I heard that. I don't know anything about Japan yet. I haven't gotten there. But I just want to reiterate this notion of not, losing your sense of childish wonder, where essentially, I mean, just look at how different this is working out to be. I've been ripped from my province, from my kingdom, actually. I mean, these are all kingdom level circuits, I suppose they're called, or I don't know the distinction between circuits just yet. I'm working on that, okay? But I just got ripped from what I would consider my homeland to another, right? In any other circumstances. And in order to get a player heir, I suppose what I would have to do, and I don't know if this is even going to work, but am I going to be able to get my son, who is this baron? He has a title. He has a title, people. So if I were to die, it doesn't make sense. So it has to be my titles. So basically, if I can position my son to inherit my title, just like normal, that's great. But then the Huangdi can come in here and just uproot me to a new title. And so then what? My son becomes the king of a different land. And I'm over here and I just have to start over. So that's very divisive, of course, but it's also very thoroughly challenging. How do I overcome such a thing without... I suppose the whole playthrough needs to be focused on this merit system, because if you try to stretch things out where you're trying to position your family in the right powers, in the right positions of power, but also incorporate a new culture or a new faith, which is, I would argue, the most common RPG goal in this game, that's really hard. And so, for someone to come in here, I won't say who, and be like, playing this game for years, game's been out for several years now, about 5 years, and then they add everything from this border except Pagan. Pagan was part of the last, right? All this, and not only that, but with fundamentally different mechanics, all these flags, all the details, all the drawings, and then say that the bones are rotten. I don't know, but I digress. I'm heading back to my old capital, and, well, I guess we're just gonna have to see what happens next time, because I really don't have an explanation for that. Okay, maybe not. Fire in the night. What's going on here? We are walking in the hills late in the day. Darkness comes suddenly, brought by dark clouds above us. Then there is a distant, loud rumble of thunder. Soon there is another, combined with a flash of lightning. Another strike. Okay, so lots of lightning and there's a fire. Cool. It's another delay. Put out the fire before it spreads too far. Or run. gonna try it. We successfully did it. Excellent. Oh, what's this now? We have heard that Xiyuan is a land lousy with holy men traveling impoverished conditions. On one such mendicant has approached our caravan, speaking of his interpretation of the Buddha's will and how it will lead to a pious existence. The impoverished creature seems loath to part with our party, but perhaps I can get rid of him. But this guy is a wise man, naive greaser. He's Viet. I like Viet people, okay? We're gonna... I am a master debater. Yes! Alright, now I'm pretty sure that's gonna be my answer. I can convert my religion to Dhyana, which we consider them righteous, they consider us righteous. Are there any perks to Dhyana? So yeah, we have a Viet Mendicant. Yeah, you can be polygamous. Divorce is always allowed. Cousin marriage. Same-sex relationships are accepted. Clerical marriage is disallowed. But it seems like the rest leans towards male domination. Virtues, sins, gluttony, wrathful, impatient, and deceitful. These are a lot of virtues that they like. Mind without mind, sponsored inspirations produce artifacts of higher quality. Characters are less likely to get infirm. That's pretty strong. Injury resistance, wow. Inner journey, characters can decide to meditate in seclusion. That's kind of cool. I've done that before, I believe. Mendicant preachers, which would be this guy. County conversion speed plus 33. Well. I'm trying to remember what I am now. I'm Jing Shui. I think for now, as I'm still learning this, and as ambitious as I would like to be, I don't think I can do this because well, first of all, I'm not gonna burn. As I'm sadistic, that would be a good RP or role play. I gotta do Master Debater. I lost the debate. He joined my court, which is fine. I want to try to absorb his culture, but I don't want to actually convert to Dhyana. It did seem like it had perks, but I'm currently Jing Shui, so I think converting religion, I need to understand a little more about what's going on before I jump into that. Furthermore, it's not the religion that I was shooting for, so let's see here. This doesn't look good. Lots of events back to back to back. Traversing the mountains of Chongwen, we are suddenly attacked by a swarm of bandits. Alright, we got some bandits. As time drags on, we are chased by the scoundrels. Avoiding battle, it becomes painfully clear that no help is coming. Champion Jinsu rides up to me, a solemn look in his eyes. We both know the tactic that we have practiced in the past. He is an insane opportunist. But he doesn't have actual insanity, just brave, trusting, wrathful, so. 220 stress because I'm paranoid. Okay. Closer to forming a rivalry with Kunting Ji. And then a bunch of odds here. Zero % chance that I get out unscathed. 33% chance out there to split into thirds, that I die, that I'm wounded, that I'm disfigured, and I'll get the trait organizer. I don't really care about the trait organizer. Jinsu, you know what to do. Is he my new... Oh, Jinsen. You know what to do. Oh, he's dead. Alright. As we trek through Tongwen, our caravan has stopped again. As I am at a clearing bordered by tall grass, I am proceeding towards a commotion to find Sun Ishu, my forward scout, and Tandao having an irate row. I'll take no more of your idiocy, you miserable bastard. Sun Ishu stamps her foot in the grass. You're the one who's whined on this entire journey, squealing, "Are we there yet?" at every crossroads. I don't know if I believe that because she's my forward scout. However, see what the sadistic option is here. There's only one way to solve this sadistic. Oh, a duel. A prowess challenge. There's a 60% chance that Tandao wins. We haven't petty squabbling. Come now, you can surely make amends. I suppose this is the only one with a chance of good outcome. Since Ichu has left the entourage, well, that kind of sucks. And now Tandao is ill of some sort, traveling with me, sometimes harsh. Environments and invigorating effects on at least my state of mind and vigor. I glance over at Tandao, however, and he does not appear to be doing quite as good. He's labored. Okay, so why did you come along if you couldn't make it, buddy? We should rest? No. I don't know. As much as I do want to become Viet. I don't know. We'll let him rest. Jeez, a Pete's. I'm still struggling to understand what I'm supposed to do with my son, who's just down there. Like, I guess I need to get a concubine sooner than later because I guess it's the same chick that I just. Okay, she's the only option, guys. Maybe I should go back and get more. There's probably a decision for that. Let's see. Adopt Taoism. That's kind of cool. Maybe. I don't think. I don't think that I can. Got the Great Wall Project. I don't think that I can do that until I get home at the very least, which I have to go through here and then circle back around to get back home. So I don't know. Maybe I don't have to, but like I said, maybe I'm just dumb as a box of rocks, but we'll get there when we get there. Alright. After a lengthy trek, I have finally arrived in Jiaozhou. I'll be free from the dusty trail. But the call of the road beckons ever onward. My entourage reports that we have journeyed for 412 days and 60 baronies. I'll never forget when Kun Tingzhe of Hongwen did not raise a finger to assist me in my traveling entourage when we were assaulted outside of Hongwen. Well, gee, maybe it was the point. But here we go. Gains stress because I'm home. That's still pretty impressive. 412 days and 60 baronies. But I guess I'm like automatically teleported back here. Alright. Studious scheming. Gao Zihua is certainly an asset to my scheme, providing skill, wisdom, and guidance as best he can at every turn. Most recently, that's meant offering to help tutor me in an effort to improve our overall chances. The offering is tempting if presumptuous. Okay. He's not very smart, and he's deceitful. That was a waste of time. Cool. But it does appear that I'm traveling again back to my new capital. Another attack. Oh man. We walked the jungle path at a good pace, enjoying the peaceful ambiance. From the corner of my eye, I am sure I glimpsed a sharp tusk of a... Oh, wheel confirms it. A boar! The brown beast charges onto the track. It trotters, kicking up mud. Flanked by sandalwood trees, it completely blocks our way to Chengdu. Scylla whispers, just look at those tusks. I thought Scylla died. It's a different Scylla. Foreign. Okay. Step aside, I'll handle this. 46 chance that I die. 52 that I get mauled. A 1% chance that I take care of it. Kill it, Scylla, and now. Run for your lives. Another delay, spend... Okay, well, he can go do it. And he died. Ah. What an adventure. Another one. Ravine! I hear Tandao shout in a panic. And soon thereafter, I hear a loud crackling sound. Like that of wood breaking, or my patience finally snapping. I step out of the dirt to see... onto the dirt to see splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel. I am so sorry. It was a turn on a lookout. Ravine! I hear Tandao shout in panic. Soon after, I hear a loud cracking sound. Like that of wood breaking, or of my patience finally snapping. I step out onto the dirt and see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel. I'm sorry, my liege, it was my turn as lookout, and I fell asleep at the reins. Tandao, buddy. Hey. Yanwang swarming. We're gonna be so late. Yanwang swarming. Shuffle the supplies around. All rough, ride rough. Well, we're gonna be so late. I mean, that maybe they shouldn't reorganize us. I mean, I literally just went to the Emperor to pay respects or do the thing. Liege changes budget allocation. Okay. I didn't know there was budget allocation law. But okay. Just get the I just went to the Emperor to pay respects and to get confirmed as Annan's ruler and took the scepter up, and then on my way back, he's like, no, you're the ruler of a different land now. Sichuan. Okay. I mean, I don't mind it. We're gonna make some spicy food. But I am very not sure what to do. It's a little odd for my brother Gao Zihua and I to be brought together so over this scheme to promote. Still, there's joy to be found in a common task. In working together towards a goal, frustrations shared are lessened. Triumphs multiplied, there's always something to talk about. Familial bliss. I mean, let's execute this sucker. Where ye govern. Seat of power is near the tribe of chiefdom of Xie, from which High Chieftain Dao Zhangyi watches over the local Yi. It's a culture. Okay. Relying on historical personal bonds and an ugly force to hold together this patch of dirt. Pretty tribal lordling. Given the contracts between our peoples, expected that I appear before magnates like these, impressing them with Han virtue. Let them behold a son of empire. Small chance for a little gain. Visit the local temples. What did the temple? Another fearsome beast! Man, they really want Tandao to die. I tread the forest path slowly, cautious, after my recent encounter with the wild. My heart sinks when I hear a squeal. Another boar! The black beast charges onto the track at great totters and kicking up mud. Tandao whispers, look at those tusks. I will send you to join the other one. Run for your lives. And Tandao died. Killed by a boar. Okay. No Viet entourage any longer. Two of my guests, Gao Zihua and Intendant Bian Cheng, seem to have found a common cause. Impressed by his compatriot's skill with letters, speechcraft, rhetoric, to promote, Bian Cheng has taken to studying what Gao Zihua does differently. Harmless enough in theory, but it doesn't help our overall goal. So it's basically, will he learn? Put that energy into the plan, you fool. Perhaps there's something I could learn. Oh, and I can get 500 diplomacy. That's pretty freaking good. Okay. I have arrived. At long last, I am finally home. Nothing better. Thank heaven I can go inside again. Alright. Back home. Power sharing has ended. I don't want to create a cadet branch, I don't think. Again, I'm not sure how to process that. So my sons, we've got 11 scheme here. 38% success. I mean, I'm trying to promote my son, which is, it falls into the political schemes category, and it essentially operates the same as a hostile scheme. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be the end of this episode, because we have a new land, and I'm going to maybe need to be doing some research, because that's a little too fast for me, like, and I guess I could complain both ways. Let's say I had built up on Nan, and then that happened to me. I mean, to me, that's crazy, but I should probably do a little more research into the system, and then I'll come up with my own tutorial video for how to understand Tang Dynasty, how they structure their kingdom. Because internal politics of China, so far, impressive, I like it, confusing. So I think that's going to be it for today. and look forward to the next one. Thanks, guys.